Good evening, everyone. Teachers, friends, parents, alumni. You're living an anecdotal student life tonight because it's a beautiful day outside, but once more you're in the confines of the library. So welcome to our world. Before I begin, I'd just like to say a few comments about Writers Seminar, as indeed it is the final session. As a very creatively geared person, I found Writers Seminar to be somewhat of a mixed program. When I first entered, I thought, okay, we're going to be in an intensive creative writing environment. We're going to have colleagues. We're going to have an instructor. But what will I get out of this? Will this really enhance my writing? Will I become a cultured citizen who can roam among intellectuals? Will I?
Yes.
There you go. So, but I have to say, the past year, every Tuesday night from 6:30 to 8. Just the amount of wonders that go on in that room, it will be a museum in 20 years, given all our talent. So, what's more, I think it's worth first thanking all my peers. You're a wonderful, gifted generation, and next year's Writers Seminar will just be lacking. I'm just going to be frank, and of course the English teachers who have ushered us on. The balance of Writers Seminar and English classes can be a bit of an arduous one, but alas, it's one that due to the constant fostering, it's an enjoyable one to maintain. And of course, to Will Fiennes, the creative energy behind it all, the one who keeps us awake on Tuesday nights when we have tests earlier that day and tests the next day. But his bountiful optimism and endless enthusiasm for all our talent is something that really should be commended. So, thank you. All right, that's enough of that. Now let's get down to what we were here for. So, I consider watches, which many of you might be wearing, to be a very elegant, object. It can have sentimental value. It can be something of patrimony. As we all know, as my father knows, you never merely own a Patek Philippe, you merely preserve it for the next generation. And so my piece is going to be about the rhythm of watches, and it's named metronome. So without further ado. My intricate organs tick in sync. Cogs and screws strike their metallic counterparts in masterful precision. I'm fascinated by the curvaceous, serpentine waves that I feel the pulse of. Their metronome is often irregular with my own. Every minute feels like a lifetime. I value every precise advance by my second hand and mourn for 653's passing whilst instantaneously celebrating 654's birth. My digital counterparts cannot class my elegance and subtlety. I don't mimic my glitzy, brazen cousins, though I do sport a platinum mane that gives me the demeanor of a war hero. I've seen it all. A hiatus is alien to me. Knocks, trips, and tumbles down the stairs have left me unscathed. Whilst my owner often stops his swift strides at a crossing, my left-right march carries on. Eye contact is a rarity, an occasion that I relish as my owner's eyes briefly interrogate me. A sigh, mumbling, delight, or even a swear word under his breath are our greetings. The moisture in his eyes bobs in a luminous dance, a swaying that often prevents me from seeing where his oaky, worn circles are focusing on. My almost silent, quotidian narrative is a scrapbook of his life. It was 8:37 when he received the muffled call, and 9:03 when the blinding agony of the hospital dazzled their dread. It was 7:41 and just about dusk on a humid day when her cherry-red nails tried to coerce and reason with him. And 11:16 on the night before his speech, I was the only audible sound in the study. I was his foe. He yet to beat me, hurdled the room of limits in the corridor of eternity. My view of the world is like that of a fish, a dimensional yet stretched stadium with millions of spectators, relying on me to perform. His visitors and friends come into view, their double chins and angular jaws pointing towards me, before levitating away like specters to reveal the blank ceiling, a sullen evening sky, or a leaking light that was never fixed. The skin directly beneath my face is a chamber Sweat often builds up below me and circulates my edges, repeating laps of panic like liquid darting around a petri dish. My two arms, one oblong, pointed and sprightly, the other stunted, elderly and sluggish, are incomplete without one another, though their incongruous shapes often provoke arguments. My life is one of restless precision, a precision that satisfies, kills, and rules. Thank you very much.